Guys, take a look at this. You don't need to be a professional cake maker before you can achieve this for your kids. I'm going to show you how. I'm using silver spoon, icing sugar, and butter. So I'm just going to put the butter into the mixing bowl. If you notice, I am using the hard butter. I'm not using the soft one because at the end of this cake is going to look as if I use fondant to ice it, but this is butter icing. So make sure you use this type of butter. So I'm going to use my mixer to mix it up until it becomes whitish in color. If you look at the butter, it looks like yellow. So you mix it until it's white in color, just like this one you're seeing right here. Once I'm done mixing up like this, next I'm going to go in with the icing sugar. So make sure you sieve your icing sugar, or else your icing is going to have molds on it. Sieve it out very well, and then I'm going to put it into the butter and then mix it up together nicely. See guys, I am not a cake maker. I don't know how to make cake, but living in United Kingdom have taught me a lot of things. With my first child, the first birthday cake I bought for her, I bought it for 17 pounds. I was like, I don't think I can continue spending this huge amount of money. So I decided to learn how to bake a cake. You can also learn how to make a cake for your kids and learn also how to ice it. You don't need to spend money on some certain things. So I will continue to add the icing sugar like this, and then I'm going to mix it up nicely. After my daughter's first birthday, I started making my own cake and icing it up like this. You don't need a lot of equipment to make this, guys. Use the equipment you have at home to achieve this. So once I'm done mixing up, this is how it looks. This is the texture we want to see. Next, I'm going to be adding vanilla. You can use any other flavor you have at home. Like I said, I'm making use of the ingredients I have in my kitchen. So I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon of it, and then I'm going to mix it up again. I started learning how to bake a cake on my own self 2017 after my daughter's first birthday, and today my kids now bake their own cake. So I'm going to set the mixer aside, and then I'm going to separate this butter into two parts because I want to be adding color on it. I said this time around I'm going to spice it up a little. So I bought this color on Amazon. I'm going to be using yellow and blue color. So when I add it on the butter, I'll use my spoon to mix it up nicely. Mothers with little children, and if you're a stay-at-home mother, this is another way for you to save money. So guys, this is the color we have here. I'm going to set it aside and then let the carpenter work begin. I baked this cake 7 days ago. I left it in the freezer. You can also store your cake in the freezer. So guys, I'm going to be applying a little butter on my pizza pan. Like I said, you don't need to have baking instrument for you to achieve this. Use what you have in the comfort of your own home. So I'm going to apply the butter again on top of the cake, and then I'll place the second step. I'll do the same on the third step. So once I'm done doing this, I noticed that the cake was not equal. So I decided to use knife to cut the cake and make it equal, just like this. If you're trying to trim your cake, use the bread knife to trim your cake. If you use the other type of knife, if you're not careful, you may spoil your cake. Once I'm done with the cutting, next I'm going to apply the leftover icing on it, the white icing. I'm going to apply it all over it. And then once I'm done applying this, next I'm going to be applying the blue one on it. I'll use the blue to cover it up nicely. The first cake I iced, I'm going to be leaving the link in the description of this video, guys. Practice make perfect. The more you practice, the more you gain confidence in what you are doing. So once I'm done applying the blue color on it, next I'm going to be applying the yellow. At this point, I wasn't sure of what I was doing. I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? What kind of design I'm going to give this cake? I was just contemplating on my mind while I was applying the yellow icing on it. So once I'm done applying it, I use this to try to make it look a little bit smoother, but it wasn't giving me the vibe I needed. So I use this thing like comb to do decoration on it. Like I was just thinking of what kind of design I'm going to give to this cake so it will come out nice. So I said, okay, let me try this and see how it's going to look. So once I'm done with the design, I'm going to be using this right here to write happy birthday Kamsi. And then once I'm done writing it, I'm going to put it in the fridge, allow it to stay for about 2 hours. So the reason I'm leaving it for 2 hours is for the butter to freeze again, and it's going to look as if it is fondant. Guys, take a look at this. I misplaced the other part of the video, so I had to get the one I posted on my TikTok. So I used Oreo biscuit to complete it, just to give it a little bit of design. Are you going to be trying this? Let me know in the comments.